Hey everyone, it's Cygnus, and welcome back to All the Magic Spellbound. And today, it's finally time to get into rituals with Ars Nouveau. Remember to like the video if you enjoy it, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see more. I also wanted to give a shout out to everyone who's already subscribed, because we just hit 100 subscribers. So thank you all for supporting me, and I hope to keep making more content for you all to enjoy. Anyways, let's get right into it. So in the previous episode, we went ahead and beat the Ender Dragon, and since then, I've basically just done a bit of farming and grinding, so nothing too interesting. I basically just stocked up on stuff that I needed. As you can probably tell, I got some netherite. This chest piece I actually got from one of those super powerful mobs. I had to stack up in a river of water at the bottom of a ravine and hit it from a distance. It was not fun. But these things were upgraded up to netherite rather recently because I have a staircase right on the other side of that portal that takes me all the way down to netherite level, and it didn't take me too long to get. But the more important thing that happened between episodes is I spent a very large amount of time obtaining dirt. Not for anything interesting. Oh, no. I was not doing it to perhaps build some powerful contraption using dirt. No, I was using dirt to expand our territory a bit so that we have more than just our little tiny farm. So I have expanded it. I have expanded our territory because the mods we're about to get into are going to need some space. And, oh, thanks, weather, for the dramatic timing. But we're going to need a lot of space for a lot of the mods we're going to get into, and we're going to require a bunch of farms. And while I'm going to be putting a lot of monster farms in the end, some of those farms shouldn't go in the end and should instead be here. So this is where they're going to be. But that's not what we're doing today. Today, we're going to be getting into the rest of Ars Nouveau. And I say the rest, we're obviously not going to complete it. Some of the requirements to get the Archmage spellbook are a little wild, but what isn't too unreasonable is making the upgraded spellbook from what we have. So I believe we have everything we need in our inventory. Let's go ahead and check. Novice, we can go ahead and get the mages. We need diamond, obsidian, and blaze rods. I had blaze powder for a different recipe, so let's get that, and let's grab our obsidian. I have it in the nether stuff chest. Need to go get more of that from the end. And what else did we need? Diamond, of course. Everything needs diamond. We're about to go through a lot of them, and as you can see, I'm not short of them, but you'd be surprised how quickly those will disappear, and we'll have to get more, but we'll get to that later. We're going to have ways to do it without having to go on mining trips. But now we have the Mage's Spellbook, and we're going to go ahead and get started in just progressing essentially as quickly as possible. So the first thing we will also need to do is obtain some Mage Bloom fiber. I think we need that much of it, and we should be able to turn all of it into the blaze fiber. Let's look up fiber. It's called blaze fiber. There we go. Make all of that, and then we should be able to maybe upgrade that one. No, we need the chorus plant for the next upgrade. So we're going to make the outfit using this fiber. So we're just going to go through and make each one of these little components. Now, they're not too dire. We're not too concerned about like absolutely needing these, but we will need them for some rituals that we're going to be undergoing somewhat soon. So now we have those. We've cleared through that real quick, and we want to actually today get into starting up the rituals and summonings. We'll need to summon things down here, but we'll need to start with the rituals. So we're going to need to make a little bit of that, and it's not too difficult, so let's go ahead and do that real fast. We're going to store this armor on our cosmetic, make us kind of look like we're in our PJs. That's fine. And so let's find ourselves our arcane stone. We'll have to make some more. We definitely don't have a shortage of stone or arcane gems. That was not how that was supposed to go. That's a little better, but we need to balance it out. Put that in there, get a bunch of those, make our arcane pedestal. We're going to need the brazier, not sure how it's pronounced. Make a source gem block, and let's grab ourselves some gold. And we can make ourselves a ritual brazier. Brazier? I don't know how to pronounce that word. It's not often I hear that word said out loud. But the purpose of this is there are rituals over here that we can do. Each of these rituals is going to give a different bonus that is going to be very important and very valuable to us over time. So we can look through some of these. So like the Tablet of Warping, it's here. Actually, let's open up our book. We can go to, here it is, our rituals. So we don't have access to all of them, but let's go ahead and look at the Tablet of Warping we just clicked. So it warps all nearby entities to the location on a warp scroll. This is the warp scroll we would set. And before setting the ritual, we have to augment the ritual with an inscribed warp scroll. That's cool. And we also have Tablet of Burrowing, which creates a hole all the way down to bedrock. The Tablet of Awakening. It causes our archwood trees to turn into a type of monster, which we can then have guard our borders, which is a very cool ability. And Tablet of Cloud Shaping if we want to change the weather. Tablet of Sunrise if we want to change the time. Tablet of Overgrowth to just immediately grow anything, and so on. You're getting the idea. But all of those rituals, you might have realized, require a resource we don't have. And that's what we're here to do today. We're going to go and get that. So we're going to put everything in our backpack as quickly as we can, and let's go and get that resource. What is that resource, you may be wondering? Well, it's Archwood, or Archwood, and it's not something that is easy to find. So we need to find the Archwood Forest somewhere in our world. And there it is. It's been found. Where is that pointing? Yeah, we're going to need to go some direction this way to find it. So I'm not seeing it immediately. So we can probably warp out to our end portal or Zedmirmur and then head from there to where we need to go. So let's go ahead and sleep, and then we will head out to that village out way far to the west. All right, we're gonna go ahead and head out there, Zedmirmur. So now we need to check our compass, see where it is leading us. It's leading us this way. Tropical forest. Well, that's weird. Could have sworn it was leading us, Well, let's go ahead and go. Nothing else to do but follow it, I suppose. I somehow forgot to bring the food, so we're going to eat some mulberries on our way, I suppose. That works. It's not too big of a deal. We can always go back and grab it at a moment's notice. The problem is getting... hello. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a free spawner. And some chests. So normally, if I'm opening these chests, it's a good idea to have a specific route on us. However, I don't have that on me, because I wasn't expecting this. And that root, I can't recall what biome it grows in. I think it's some kind of biome like this. There's a lot going on there. Wow. Anyway, there's a root that gives you luck, and if you eat it, well, obviously you get luck, and that means your spawn, that means the loot that drops out of those chests is better. And because those chests only load their loot pools when you open it, it's generally much more convenient to eat the root right before opening it, open it, and get whatever loot you get that is better than what you would have gotten without it. Now, how are we doing? We are 2,000 blocks away. Man, this mahogany forest is pretty. I don't know how I feel about wood that's rainbow colored, or pinkish purple. Yeah, pinkish purple and rainbow. Those aren't colors I usually think of when I think of a tree, but that's fine. They play by their own rules. So we're still on our way to our destination, but we did manage to find second best. So it's not exactly what we're looking for. We're not there yet. We still have about 1,000 blocks to go, but this makes for a close second. So we'll go ahead and gather this. And, oh, we actually missed some. That's unfortunate. Come on, get up there. There we go. So we've definitely got plenty of saplings now, but we'll need more. So let's keep going, and I'm going to run out of food soon, so I need to find a village. So I just realized we have in our internal ender chest a waystone that we can just use to head home real fast and grab ourselves some food. So I've been concerned about starving this whole time for pretty much no reason. So let's go and get ourselves our food and then get back on the road. So we gotta have food in here somewhere. Probably dumped it in here. I was to guess. Yep, there's my stuffed aubergine. And let's head out. Now on the way, we did find some of the cascading archwood and vexing archwood, but that's not all of the archwood trees That's not all of the archwood trees that we need. We actually need considerably more. But at the time, my microphone was turned off. I didn't turn it back on. But we need considerably more archwood than what that was offering, and we need different kinds that just weren't in that little bundle that I found. Now, my biggest concern is I found out that the little lightning strikes that we've been periodically seeing, those are happening because a very powerful monster is spawning. And when that happens, those monsters, I have learned, can kill me. I like to think I'm pretty tough right now, but compared to those things, I am wimpy. Because I accidentally let myself get hit by one, and it took my health as it is now, to 3 hearts. I have 27 hearts. It took me down to 3. I did not let it get a second hit. And I just left. I ran away. I ran as fast as I could, anywhere but there. I'm starting to feel a little lost and a little stressed by this whole getting dark thing, because I am very concerned about lightning strikes. Because if they happen near me, there is a monster near me that very much can just destroy me. Even the way I'm now, it's not even a challenge. I need to get considerably stronger if I want to not... I need to get considerably stronger if I don't want those things to be any sort of threat. So I got a necklace right here that should let me navigate this water much quicker, because I can just run in it. It's like I'm not even swimming. So after some extended searching, we did manage to find our forest, but unfortunately, part of that recording corrupted and, well, OBS crashed right while I reached it, but that's fine because I've only lost a couple of minutes. But there is something else that's here beyond just a wonderful forest full of cool things. There is a little friend for us that we will figure out at a later date if I can find him, and that's kind of concerning if I don't know where he is anymore. He was up there a minute ago. Might be over here, actually. So, what I'm talking about is a dragon. I wasn't expecting to find one here, of all places. Go ahead and pop up here. Oh, there he is. A dragon, just right there. He's huge, at least by my standards. We're pretty far away, and he still looks big, as he's a house, at least. But, yeah, we're not going to be messing with that, because we got the archwood we need, and we don't need to come back here for a bit. And I don't actually know if we can fight him, so we're just gonna pop on out of here real fast, and now we're home. So, with this archwood, we can actually start getting into the rituals that we need to do for Ars Nouveau, and all of them are relatively easy to do, especially with the large amount of source that we are in possession of. So, let's go ahead and grab our Ars Nouveau book. We have that right here. Don't need our apples right now. Let's look into rituals. So, we have right here rituals, and let's go ahead and look through this and see what we're going to need. I have a few things in mind. Particularly, I want to make a ritual of overgrowth, or a tablet of overgrowth, and I want to make a couple of those because we're going to be making some farms, and these help to grow up pretty much any farm that we have. So we will need to make some glyphs of grow and use our flourishing archwood, which I believe we got a decent amount. Flourishing archwood. So glyph of grow. How is that made? Let's click that. It's made with marvelous clay and a bone block. So I think we have enough for that. Let's go ahead and put away all this enigmatic legacy stuff that we got. And we can put away our wood that we don't need. And our Evilcraft stuff in the Evilcraft chest. And the Tetra stuff in the Tetra chest. And the Vampirism diaries, they can go in there where they belong. And put away our botany stuff too. Okay, so glyph of grow is marvelous clay and a bone block. I think I may have some marvelous clay. I have 1. I need 2. We also have a tablet of moonfall. And we need bone blocks, so we'll need to make more marvelous clay, which isn't too tough to make. Overall, pretty easy. Clay, redstone, and the source crystals, and then we just put it with the lapis and gold and another source gem. So we can grab our source gems out of our inventory, and let's see, do we have anything else in here that we can use? No. Except the gold, we'll be using that. Let's grab our redstone, and we have clay here. Did I put that with the dirt? I did. We can do that. Don't need that much clay, but I think we'll be fine. And we'll need lapis lazuli as well, so go ahead and make a bunch of these. 7 should be fine. And we'll make 7 of those. And let's go to our mob drops, and we should be able to get our... Yep, we will definitely have enough for our bone blocks. Just gotta remember how to make them. I think they're made actually with bone meal. Let's see. Yes, so they are made with bone meal. So we'll convert that and get ourselves some bone meal. Now that we have that, we should be able to, just a very simple glyph press and convert marvelous clay into glyph of glow. So it's been stamped and now it's being sprinkled with magic. There we go, glyph of glow. And we'll do it one more time. Spin around, stamp, sprinkle with some magic, and glyph of glow. Okay, now with the glyph of glow, we can now start making the ritual of, or the tablet of overgrowth. So we need 2 of those, mage blooms and flourishing archwood. We have 2 of those, mage bloom and flourishing archwood. So how do we make this? Well, in this case, this just goes into a crafting grid. So we can actually open up our bag, crafting grid, ritual of grow, of tablet of overgrowth, and there we go. Now we have the tablet of overgrowth. It's used for rituals. So you may be wondering to yourself, what does it mean exactly by rituals? So to get started with the ritual, we need to use that ritual brazier that we made earlier, right here, and we're going to use it with some source. So we're going to grab one of our mini very filled source containers and take that down. There we go, it's full. We'll go ahead and put away stuff we don't need. Not like that though. There we go. And we will grab some of our bone block, or we'll make some more bone block. There we go. And we're going to go start the ritual. So we have the ritual brazier and we have the tablet of overgrowth. So we're going to come over here. And we have this little area over here that we want to use, and I actually want to try and get right up there. So if I can, I'm gonna do that. Find a way. All right, so this is a little janky, but it'll do the work. So we can place this here, and we're going to go ahead and grab the tablet of overgrowth and place it there, and then we're going to modify it with a bone meal block. And now that we've placed the tablet of overgrowth, it's just going to create a region of fast growth. Now this region of fast growth that it's creating is going to cause everything in this area to, as it implies, grow faster. It's going to occasionally bone meal blocks. And in between episodes, we're going to be making a couple other rituals because I have some big plans for this area, and rituals are going to help us proceed with that immensely. That's going to be it for this episode, and if you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But coming up, we're going to be getting into some more mods. We're actually going to branch out to a couple mods we haven't touched. I'm thinking we might start touching on some mystical agriculture or even resourceful bees or turtlemancy. With any of those mods, we are going to be able to produce things that otherwise might be almost impossible to mass produce without having Project E unlocked. Which, well, if we ever want to get Project E unlocked, we're gonna have to do these mods. But we'll be doing all that in the next episode, and until then, bye-bye.